Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Astrological Intentions. I am your host, Alex Reevy, along with the gracious goodbyer herself, Sandy Reevy.
Hi, goodbye.
It is episode 403, the week of April 13th. Let's get right into it. In the transits, we have a major week starting off today, Monday the 13th, Mars conjunct Neptune.
Wow, expressive emotion.
Venus sextile Jupiter.
Well placed.
Tuesday the 14th, Mercury sextile Uranus.
Inventive and creative.
And Mercury ingress Aries.
Think and speak quickly.
Thursday the 16th, Mars sextile Pluto.
Physical energy abounds.
And Mercury conjunct Neptune.
Vivid imagination.
Friday the 17th, new moon at 27 degrees of Aries.
Slow start.
Saturday the 18th, Mercury sextile Pluto.
Slow down.
And Sunday the 19th, Mars conjunct Saturn.
Do it right the first time.
And Sun ingress Taurus.
Into fixed earth. Happy birthday, Taurus.
Then in Talisman times, we have a pre-sale to discuss to pursue my highest purpose and creative vision. On the horizon, the Chicago UAC convention, Egypt retreat, and in our house, we have a very special Taurus season meditation for you. So let's all get our hooves dirty with some soil. Stay tuned for this episode of Astrological Intentions.
I say go do you. Now travel far, share your stories and earn your scars. It's you. Say you are the one you will answer to when this life is done. Don't waste a minute, jump in the river, wash yourself clean so you can deliver you. The story of you, the story.
Hello, gracious goodbyer.
Am I gracious? I'm not stressed. I'm not overwhelmed. I'm paced. Right? So
You're moving across state lines.
yeah,
So
two state lines. Yeah, no, I'm excited that the house is inhabitable that I'm going to. I've spent 6 months rehabbing it. So yeah, I'm ready to go and finish up while I'm there.
yeah,
Especially
exciting.
get out in the 2 acres of land. Yeah.
All right, so we are at episode 403, the week of April 13th. Let's get into the transits. We start off today, Mars conjunct Neptune.
And I just want to say that a lot is going on this week. Mars, I want to kind of preface everything. We're getting about 3 Mars transits with early degrees outer planets. Mars is super strong. Mars is in Aries. This is the sign that he loves to be in because he's extra energetic here. He has Aries energy. This is the fighter. This is the soldier. This is sharp tools. This is aggression. This is initiation. Yeah. So, the astrologers are looking at this week particularly for the worldwide situation that's going on. It's like this is going to be hard to refrain from acting and activating this Mars energy. I mean, when things were declared a couple weeks ago, Mars was in Pisces, right? Mars in Pisces wants peace, but Mars in Aries is ready to go to battle. So this will be an interesting week.
Right.
Let's follow through. But Mars conjunct Neptune, boom. As soon as Mars gets in, he meets up with Neptune, which is the modern ruler of Pisces. So expressive emotion. It could be that pressing issues need attention, even if you don't know how to complete them, because the Neptune here says, let's see, we could do this or we could do that. Not clear on the route we're taking, but consider the routes before you act them out. Let's hope that that is what's going on in the mundane world of the world.
Right.
So very expressive emotion. How do we handle that?
And same day, the 13th, Monday today, Venus sextile Jupiter.
These are the benefics And they're both in excellent formation because one is in domicile, Venus is in Taurus in domicile, and making a opportunistic approach, a 60-degree approach to Jupiter, the greater benefic, in exaltation. So well placed. The two benefics are humming along in a beautiful tune. Can you hear their good news? So very interesting day. There's a two-part, so it could be what astrologers could call a mixed bag.
Okay.
Yeah, there's part of it that's very expressive, and then there's part that's a beautiful tune.
Right.
So what are we expressing here?
Two transits kind of fighting for the day. Mm-hmm. So let's move on to Tuesday, April 14th. We have two transits here. Mercury sextile Uranus is our first.
And here's Mercury in Pisces at 29. Uranus is at 29. So we know that this could be an inventive and creative time, but they're also tying up loose ends to send a project out into the world because they're about to both cross a line. So here we are again. Is there conversation? Mercury is the messenger, the contract, the paperwork. What is coming to a close. And it's sextile Uranus, which is at the very last degree, the final time that in my life, for sure, probably yours, yours as well, that Uranus will be at this 29 Taurus. And this just is like there's something flipping. There's a newness to both of these. But it crosses a line. So, when we say, we hear that in, parent, child, don't cross a line, right? Like a boundary. And they both are. They both are. So, okay. But it's a sextile. So it says they're trying to flip to the other side. Agreement. Yeah. And maybe it's because they're working together. So hopefully this is creative and we do cross a line.
Mm-hmm. Okay. The next transit is Mercury ingress Aries for Tuesday.
Yeah, this is now Mercury, right, was at the very last degree, sitting right on my sun, 29 Pisces. And now, boom, by 10:30 p.m., he crosses the line and moves into Aries. So think and speak quickly, sudden shifts and changing viewpoints. Are you moving these ideas forward for independence or for rash thought? There's a difference. Is it purposeful or is it just willy-nilly?
Right.
What do you think's best?
Think and speak quickly, but be mindful of what is said. All right, so let's move on to Thursday, April 16th. We have another two transits here. Mars sextile Pluto is our first.
Yeah, and again, we're hearing, Mars is meeting up with Pluto. These are the two power forces. Mars is the activator, and Pluto could be the nuclear or the dynamite, right? And so this is physical energy because they're coming together in a 60-degree, which is a sextile. And we can say, again, we use that as the opportunistic. There's an opportunity to be physical, to commit to a life-changing project, but it should be on your own possibly, because Mars in Aries likes to do things independent of others, right? Venus likes others. Mars likes kind of going it alone. So physical energy, I know what I'll be doing. I'll be emptying boxes and putting things. So this will be beneficial for me to get, this is the week I chose to get settled in.
Right. So Thursday, the 16th, we also have another transit that is Mercury conjunct Neptune.
Right. So Mercury just moving into Aries, right? Because he's following Mars, but then Mercury's going to catch up with Mars. But now he's making that same aspect to Neptune that Mars did on Monday, just a couple days ago. So, if I said that Monday with Mars meeting up to Neptune is an expressive emotion, how are you considering acting out? This may be where you have that the activation of the vision and vivid imagination. It might be this is what crosses the line. It's like now you're using your mental agility quickly and not your force quickly. So this is like activate the vision. This is a vivid imagination. What is possible? Maybe we activate that.
Okay. Friday the 17th, we move into a new moon at 27 degrees of Aries.
So we're at the end of Aries. This is at 6:52 a.m. Central Time. I call this a slow start. Hurry up.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Why? Because we've got the sun and the moon both at 27 Aries. What rules Aries?
Mars.
Mars is conjunct Saturn in 2 days. So Mars is activating the Saturn, and Mars is stronger here. But Saturn is also the brick wall. So slow start. So hurry up, right? It's kind of like, what do you want to plant? That we talk about the new moon as a seed, a seed plant, initiating an intention. It's like, what can you plant that grows roots quickly and has stability over a long period of time? So it's both quick, stop, go, no. So it's just a really interesting, it could be, in the mundane world, a little bit of a battle to one wants to start, the other one is no. Right. So, be careful of what you plant here. It's so funny because I'm thinking about a friend of mine is going to be giving me bamboo shoots, right? Because it's kind of overtaking our yard, and I've got all this, and I want to put bamboo up, and I just thought that would be something that is kind of grows fast and is very tall and long living and just keeps shooting roots and kind of overtakes an area. That's kind of what this is about. So be aware of intrusive things that are long term.
Okay, got it. So Saturday, April 18th, we have one transit. This is Mercury sextile Pluto.
Yeah, so here's, again, Mars moved into early degrees of Aries and is making all of these aspects to all of the 3 slower moving planets. And Mercury comes right behind him, and Mercury does the same thing. And basically all within a month, within a 2-week period, particularly this week. So again, Mercury is quick in Aries, but meeting up in an opportunistic sextile with Pluto that says quick may not be your best Plutonian measure. It's like slow down to get it right. Right? Do it proper. Do it, it's not a duct tape situation. Like hurry and fix it.
Right. I guess for what these 2 transits, the new moon just on Friday, and then this Mercury sextile Pluto on Saturday, the first one is slow start. So it's still you're starting, but you're starting slow. You're not like chomping at the bit to get running from the finish or from the starting line. And this next one on Saturday is about slowing down. So for me, that also reminds me of when runners are expecting a really long journey ahead. You have to pace yourself because your excitement and your body's into it and your mind is like, I want to get to the finish line as fast as possible. But you also have to realize that you have to pace yourself in order to get there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good way
that
to
slow
look at it.
start and slow down is kind of reminding me of something of that imagery.
Yeah, and then wait till we get to Sunday, the next day.
Should we head over?
Let's pop.
All right, so Sunday, April 19th, we have 2 transits. The first is Mars conjunct Saturn.
Mars and Saturn, they're together.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Mars was applying to Saturn on Friday with the new moon in Aries, ruled by Mars. So now Mars comes to hit Saturn. Mars comes to Saturn once every 2 years. Okay? Think about this. Once every 2 years, because Mars takes 2 years to go around the whole zodiac circle. So when Mars meets up with Saturn for the last 2 years, maybe 3 years, Saturn has been in Pisces. The time before that, the 2.5 years before that, Saturn was in his own sign of Aquarius. Saturn was stronger. And the 2.5 years before that, Saturn was in Capricorn. Saturn rules Capricorn. So for the last, let's add that up. What is that? That's like 7.5, 8 years that Mars has met up with Saturn in a very strong place, except for the last 2 years of Pisces. And now it's switched. Saturn has gone into Mars's sign Aries, and now Mars meets up. So Mars is now needing to shake up the slowness and the establisher, right? The limiter Saturn. Mars is like, come on, move. You're in my way. You know, kind of feeling. You know how that is? It's like you're trying to get somewhere and there's always like, you know, the truck in front of you turns and you're like, thank God. But then right in front, the truck turns and then you're behind another truck.
Right. So this time a school bus that stops.
And then you got to follow the rules and it just feels like you got to do it right the first time. This whole period is like, do it right. Take your time. Because Mars is way stronger here. So Mars wants to activate the hard work of an authority figure. So there's a push and Saturn turns around and elbows. And Mars, but guess what? Mars is stronger. Mars will cut that down to get through. So it's not a super great day for our world. But if we can keep in our own world, our own family, personal, internal world of our own self, just whatever we do here sets us up for about a 3-year cycle. Because Mars will come and hit Saturn in 2 years from now, still in Aries. So this to me sets up a new activation of do it right. Be proud of the hard work you're doing, because to hit an easy button or to use a duct tape is Jimmy rigging or Jerry rigging it, and it's not going to hold up. It's not going to hold up.
Okay. And then we move on to our final transit, which is Sunday, April 19th. Sun ingress Taurus. Happy birthday to all you Taurians.
Taurus. This is 8:39 p.m. Central. And Sun goes from an exaltation placement of Aries, you know, the heat, the hot, the warmth of spring, and into the Taurus, which is a fixed earth sign. So this is when we can really feel kind of confident that we can start some of our seedlings, get in the dirt, get in the
in the garden.
Nature. Yeah, get in the nature. Take your shoes off, get your feet dirty.
All right. So don't forget that you can follow along with these transits personally. You can download the astrology guide, download your own personal natal chart, or also book your reading with $20 off if you use the code podcast. Let's move into talisman times, where we are discussing a special talisman that's coming up this Saturday, April 18th, number 1909. To pursue my highest purpose and creative vision. Tell us about this one.
With steady emotional grounding and practical wisdom, I easily attract abundance, good fortune, and supportive opportunities. Seriously, folks. I mean, I do love my talisman times. It's really what kind of I'm known for, too.
Yeah, I think this is a great aspiration.
Check this intention. Out. Sun in Aries, exalted. We can put up our fingers here. Alex, put your fingers up.
Okay, we got one finger up.
Sun in exaltation. Moon in exaltation.
2 fingers
Jupiter in exaltation.
3 fingers up.
And Venus in domicile.
4 fingers up.
So these are the planetary aspects that are all doing something important in this chart. Man, this is at 1:18 p.m. in Cincinnati time, so this is, Eastern now. But this is the moon exalted in Taurus, sextile Jupiter in exaltation, conjoining Venus in domicile, all while the sun ruled Leo rising in exaltation at the midheaven. So
yeah, sounds like
pursue my highest purpose and creative vision. Wow.
Okay. Sounds like a good one.
Yeah, this is a great one. 1909.
Yep. So if you feel called to check out any of the pre-sale talismans or talismans, you can always check those out at intentionbeads.com. Let's move on to the horizon, where we have September 3rd through the 8th is in Chicago. UAC, the United Astrology Conference, is coming to town at the Marriott downtown, and there will be a plethora of astrologers, teachers, students that are all, and vendors that are all coming to talk about their favorite subject.
It's a great place for all astrologers, even the practicing and the well-versed astrologers, to learn something from other research astrologers. It's a never-ending research project that is either uncovering ancient text and, translating it, or using practical techniques that, and how we bring them to our client with examples and stories. It's just a great time to, if you're new.
And they do have beginner tracks too, right?
Yeah, they do.
If somebody's new to astrology, they won't be too lost there.
No, I think just show up and just absorb. You don't have to know anything. Just absorb. Did you just see that orb pass by? Did you?
Yeah.
Can I just say this? I was talking on the phone with a client this week, and she kept saying, look at the orbs that are behind you. I've never had anybody say that to me before, and I just now saw one. I didn't see them at the time. I have to go back into the recording and see them. So I'm just interested in, who these orbs are, and are they wishing me well, right?
Yeah, saying goodbye.
Weird comment. But anyway. So astrology, UAC, United Astrology Conference, all the different astrological groups and organizations will be present. It's just a welcome, fun place. If you are woo-woo at all, just join. Just come. I'll be there. Come and see me at my booth.
Yep. Yeah. Also, don't forget, September 13th through the 26th is the Egypt retreat. If you are interested, you can book a free retreat call with Sandy and just ask all the questions you need, or you can also check out all of our photos, itinerary, and overall plans on our trip page over at We Travel. So that link is in the show notes for you.
And we're almost full.
Ooh, how many spots left?
Depends. I have 2 single rooms left or 4 doubles.
Okay.
So come into the
Right.
end.
You could bring a friend.
And of course, it's very, I do private, I like these private small groups where it's easy to stay
Right.
together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So let's move into our house where I have a Taurus season meditation for you. But before we get to that meditation, we do have a quick trivia question for you that we will answer next week.
Oh, I am loving this part of, because I get this Britannica, I'm signed up for Britannica, and they give you one good fact every day, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you are on Britannica,
you already know the answer.
You already know the answer to this, but I'm going to apply this as a, what's the answer? Do you know?
You kind of have to fill in the blank here.
Do you want to guess? And I'm referring to, because we just, we're up, Armistice is up in the space right now, revolving around the moon. And this just came up on the March 31st date, where during the Apollo 11 moon landing.
Okay, so we're asking the question, right?
Yeah. During the Apollo 11 moon landing, Buzz Aldrin accidentally banged his bulky spacesuit into a critical circuit breaker on the lunar module, a mistake that could have stranded the astronauts on the moon. Most of their tools had been discarded to make the module lighter for launch. What did Buzz Aldrin use to ensure the engine ignition circuit was complete? This item is put on display at the Seattle's The Museum of Flight.
Something
So
found.
What is that he used that saved the mission?
Huh. That's crazy. That is really crazy.
I mean, talk about
when he didn't have any tools. So it's not a tool.
No, it's not a tool. What kind of, juxtaposition was he put in and had the ability to, what do we call
MacGyver.
that? MacGyver it.
It's definitely a MacGyver item.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So think about it, and we will get back to you next week. And let's move into the Taurus season meditation. I love Taurus season. I am a big fan of spring, where new life is abound. It's easy to see. It's easy to smell. The rain, the fertile soil, and those what looks like dead branches coming back with some amazing green sprouts. So I'd love for you to enjoy this very passive meditation where you can really enjoy and be in this Taurus season energy.
We all have this Taurus energy within us. So let's begin by grounding ourselves and relaxing our bodies before laying flat for the meditation. Come to a tabletop position on the ground. Like the bull with all four hooves dug into the mud, place your hands below your shoulders and your knees below your hips with a neutral spine. We will flow through a few cat-cow positions, matching our deep inhales and exhales with the movement. So take a moment to meet me there in that tabletop position. We begin with an inhale, moving into cow pose. We lift our tailbone upward, press our chest forward, allowing our belly to sink to the ground. Our head is lifted, and we relax our shoulders away from our ears and gazing toward the ceiling. As you exhale, come into a cat pose while rounding your spine outward, tucking in your tailbone and drawing your pubic bone forward. Release your head towards the floor. There's no need to force your chin to your chest. Just relax. And when it's time for you to inhale again, move back into the cow pose, lifting your head and your tailbone upward, dropping your belly. And when it's time to exhale, return back to that cat pose while rounding your spine outward, releasing your head towards the floor, drawing in your pubic bone. And cycle through these, really connecting with your breath. And I'll meet you here for the meditation. Now that we've been able to connect to our bodies and relax, we're going to begin a passive meditation. So there's no more actions you need to take. During this short meditation, you will simply be, laying or sitting still and silent. I ask you to listen, open your awareness to the moment, and maintain a sense of inner peace for yourself. I've recorded this Taurus meditation in one of my favorite parks in Chicago. Nestled beside the lakeshore is a bird sanctuary, so you will hear the sounds of the beautiful birds, as well as the bird watchers walking along the pathway, and some city sounds like airplanes overhead approaching for landing. Use this meditation to accept yourself as you are now, to find what you're grateful for, or to simply enjoy. Let's begin. When we find a moment for stillness, it is easy to find things to be grateful for. It is the slowing down that allows our awareness to broaden, our ears to open, and our peace to surround us. As you lay here, take a moment to think of one thing you're grateful for today. Hold that thing, person, or experience. Hold it with you here within the stillness. And once you're ready, you can loosen your attention, allow your mind to wander, while still feeling that sense of gratitude in your heart. I'll leave you here for a few moments and meet back with you at the end of the meditation. And as you come back into the room, you can make some small movements with your fingers and toes, waking up your arms and legs, and waking up your full body with a nice, juicy stretch. One way we can integrate gratitude into our busy lifestyles is by taking in our surroundings. These types of mindful meditations will help you focus on the present, to notice and appreciate the little things we generally take for granted. Thank you for joining me for another astrology meditation. I'll see you next time.
All right, everybody, enjoy your Taurus season. We will talk to you all next week, everybody. Have a great week. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
I say go do you. Now travel far, share your stories and earn your scars. It's you. Say you are the one, you will answer to when this life is done. Don't waste a minute, jump in the river. Wash yourself clean so you can deliver you. The story of you, the story of you. The story of you, the story